Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we've got something that seems incredibly mundane.
It does on the surface.
We're looking at a blank plastic cover plate, specifically the Aurora Multimedia DXE-CAT-RK3BL.
Right, but our mission today isn't really about that $8 piece of plastic. It's about the listing itself.
The listing.
Yeah. We're going to use this one tiny component as a kind of roadmap. It reveals these huge layers of global trade requirements and federal purchasing rules.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The first thing that jumps out right at the top of the page is the selling point. Tariff-free.
Exactly. It's marketed as a budget-friendly and cost-efficient solution.
And the price is just $8.
Just $8. But look a little deeper. They also sell the related rack mount kit, the DXE-CAT-RK3, and it's also listed with no tariffs.
But that one's priced at nearly $400.
Precisely. So this commitment to navigating trade barriers, it applies whether the product costs $8 or $400.
And what's really surprising, I think, is the level of customer commitment.
Oh, it's wild.
For a simple cover plate, they're offering free lifetime telephone, chat, text, fax, and email tech support, plus free shipping. How does that even make financial sense? The logistics must cost more than the part.
Well, that suggests they aren't just selling plastic, are they?
They're selling a service.
They're selling compliance. They're selling service. They're telling professional installers that every single part in their system, no matter how small, is going to be simple and hassle-free.
And that idea of professional integration, that leads us right to the regulatory layer.
It does.
TAA, it is all over the source material. TAA, TAA, TAA. They even have these explicit links for government purchasing.
Yeah, and TAA is the whole game here. It stands for the Trade Agreements Act.
Right.
And this is the key. It basically requires U.S. government agencies to buy products that are made, or at least substantially transformed, in the U.S. or in a designated friendly country.
So wait, let me get this straight. You could be working on a $1 million installation for a federal building, and this simple $8 blank plate, if it wasn't TAA compliant, it could actually disqualify the entire contract.
That's it, 100%. It's the weakest link in the chain, so it has to be just as strong as everything else.
That's incredible.
The compliance of this tiny part dictates the eligibility of the entire high-value system.
Okay, so let's zoom out then and look at the company, Aurora Multimedia. From their other products or videos, you can see they're not selling, generic consumer gadgets.
Not at all. This is highly specialized AV sector stuff.
Modular matrix switchers, AV over IP platforms, advanced control systems you see at major industry expos.
Exactly. And that's the synergy. You see, we're talking about high-end digital systems for huge clients, government, corporations, universities.
This little plate fits into that.
This TAA-compliant, tariff-free $8 plate is the mandatory finishing piece that makes sure the whole $1 million system is, that it's clear for takeoff.
So we started with a piece of plastic, and it's turned into a masterclass in trade law and federal contracting.
Yep.
It shows that even the most basic components carry these enormous implications about where they were made and their trade status.
It really does, and that leaves you with a final question to think about, doesn't it?
Which is?
If the cost of avoiding a tariff is so important that it becomes the main marketing point for an $8 part, what are the hidden geopolitical complexities and costs built into their bigger high-tech systems?
The ones that cost thousands of dollars.
Right. This blank cover plate sort of reveals that the real price tag often involves a lot more than just what's on the sticker.